Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 114, NASDAQ up 25, S&P's up 10, gold contract down $30, trading at $1,199 an ounce. Silver off 13 cents at $18.45 an ounce. Platinum up $10. There's some divergence for you at $1,315 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.03 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.39, trading out at $96.89 a barrel. Bonds up 25 ticks at 135.24. King dollar down 63 ticks at 83.16. The euro up 30 at 130.42, and the yen trading out there at 98.32. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. You get the cash S&P gets up today to 1620. And bottom line, you finish out the day, you approximately at the 1612. You do volume out here of 695 million versus 770 versus, and this is the get-go, folks, on the way down, and you just love this, okay? So, okay, we did 733 versus 2 billion, okay? That's the C point of an ABC structure on the way down. That's how it's set up right now. We take a look at the SPY. This is what you have inside the SPY. SPY was a total failure, by the way. Cash S&P was, too. So, SPY, we get to a price point today of 161.82. What that did is that it got right into the lows that were established out there from the 13th. We did that with 127 million shares. You were going into 321 million shares. The lows that it went into, it had 163 million shares. You rejected the price. Rejected the price, light of volume. That's the C point. That's how that sets up. So, what do you have here? Okay. You have a daily ABC down in the cash S&P about, 94 points. You have a weekly that's 127 points. Now, ABC structures on the way down and way up, of course, they have to go by the B point, break the B point with volume, and your probability goes higher. You get ABC structure on the way down. The B point on the SPY is at 155.73. Okay? So the way this baby is set up right now, I suspect we're going to go after that first. You break it with volume, you get a monster ABC down. And, you know, folks, when we're talking about whether it's an ABC down or an ABC up, Gartley's, Confluence of Fibonacci, David White, myself, tonight, and this is free, folks, we're doing a 1-hour workshop. And with that workshop, well, it's twofold. What it is a informational workshop on the art of timing the trade charts. We're going to do an hour, and we're going to show how powerful it is, number one. We're going to go through the S&P, number two, and we're going to go through the oil sector and a few other sectors as to how powerful the software is, number one, how you use it, number two, and how it can benefit the trader each and every day. We have an introductory rate right now that's $59 a month or $520 a year. That is going up at the end of this week, folks, and it's going up quite substantially. It's going up to on the yearly basis, it's going up to $795, and on the monthly basis, it's going up to $79. So if you do want to take advantage of it, this is the time to take advantage of it. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so the bottom line is that you try it, you don't like it, you get your money back. That workshop is going to be tonight from 6:30 to 7:30, and all you have to do to come to that workshop, you don't even have to sign up. You just go to you go to TFNN, you sign in as your regular sign in at the Tiger page, and the workshop is going to be right there. So that's your set up on the S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow Industrials, same type of setup. Dow is up $1.14. You know, I suspect you're going to come right back down the other side. You got to remember something. The S&P is the biggest number out there, meaning the 500 stocks. NASDAQ Composite is also screaming, can't handle it. Up $25 today. Composite did 1.6 billion. Let's see what came in at the close here. I got to show you something at the close too, folks, which is really a trip. Someone unloaded into the close out here today, and it's unfortunate people bought it. Okay, so the Dow S&P did 1.6 billion versus 2.9 billion. That's the number. If we go over to the 3Qs and you want to take a look at the correlation inside the 3Qs, this is what we have. Oh, this is so pretty. It's amazing. So the 3Qs go to 71.62. Can't handle that price. That's 71.62. There she is. 71.62. So 71.62 got into the last lows that were out there on the 13th. We did that with 22 million shares versus 42 million. And this gets better. You're going into 60 million. 22 came into 60. So what is the setup? Well, you set up on a smaller basis. Your A point is 73.72. Your B point is 69.15. So that's approximately $4. You take $4 off of the 71.72, and you're down there at 67.62 and 67.62. What a setup this is your next swing point lower from the 18th of April, and that's where this baby is set up to go. Gold contract. Let's go take a look at gold. Bottom line, you're coming into GC. You're coming into a Friday. Gold's got hammered the whole time. GCQ. We were talking about it last night. Like, here's the hot potato. Who's going to grab it? Well, we know that no one grabbed it. Same thing's going to happen tonight, folks. And what I'm talking about with the hot potato is this: is that the GLD tonight's going to be selling again tonight. Why? Because you're down $31. The gold contract right now, you know, you talk about a fast escalation down. It's not only fast, but let me tell you something. You don't get 2 days like this in a row. When these come in, meaning wide price spread, accelerated volume like this, you're going to get another one, and it's going to be nasty. The GLD itself, this is what you have with the GLD. That number has been screaming out there for quite a while, and the number we're talking about is last time it had volume on the way up. The bottom it has 105. Right now you're 115. So we're going to 105. You know, the real key at the 105, of course, is that will it even hold there? Now, the way it's trading, I expect what you'll see, it's going to spike somewhere into the 100 level. That's kind of the way that's set up right now. And now the GLD is coming back with lighter volume, but guess what? The break that we had on the month of April basically set up first 119. We sliced through that. But there's hardly no support there. It really set up this level down at about $93, $94. Big number. No two ways about it. Bond market. We go take a look at bonds. What we've had with bonds is this. Bonds came off the bottom, building a base at this particular point. Bonds are going to need more juice. There's no two ways about it. Up 24 ticks. Volume's dying on the bonds. Now, this is what's, you know, kind of neat. We're at 135.23 in the bond market. And 135.05, that was the low. That was the high of the low. But because what happened there is that had lighter volume, and so that was the test. But that's still pretty heavy volume. So we got above it with 313,000 contracts. The high of that has 515,000. So I actually would love to see that bond test there tomorrow. You know, pull back a little. Whenever it tests there, we want that test on either a Monday or a light day. Because that test, that comes down there at lighter volume, that'll hold, that'll basically build some cause, because the bonds are definitely going to have to build cause and to get to higher price. But right now, that's how that baby is set up. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. And don't forget, folks, 6:30 to 7:30 tonight. You want to come to this workshop? It's absolutely free. Just go there. Many of you signed in right now. Bottom line, David and I are going to be out there growling and prowling with you a full hour, explaining just how powerful and how you use the art of timing the trade charts. We're going to be right back.